We're driving cars on a Mars tonight. We're blasting off to the stars tonight. We wanna go.
So in today's video I am testing out DJI 1.6.8. This is on the controller version, so the RC version on the Mini 3 Pro. Is there really a problem with this app or the remote controller or not? Let's just find out today. Let's get straight into the video. So I'm looking at the overall performance of this app and the controller. Is there any blackouts, any problems, any crashes at all? My overall flying experience. Let's start off first of all with some tracking. So if this is going to be a problematic experience, it's going to crash the remote controller, but it works flawlessly. So we have now tracking in both vertical and horizontal. Spotlight is brilliant. You're able to drag a box around a person or an object or a car or something, and then you can control it, or you can use track or parallel and it will track that person for you, and it does a fantastic job. Now this is 1.6.8. this is only available on the controller at the moment, not 1.6.9. so I'm doing a full test just to see what this works like. So the zoom works absolutely fine, and then in vertical, I just mentioned, we now have the full ability to use active track and spotlight and position of interest all within vertical, and then you can publish that straight to Reels or TikTok. Brilliant. On the controller screen, I could see everything really clearly. It's a fantastic overall experience. Next test. Alright, next test. Let's look at the signal performance photos around this area as well. Look at this zoom. So you can see there's a lot of trees obstructing my area, but the signal performance is great. The controller, the feedback, there's no lag at all. Everything on the screen is really crisp, and I need to go through and change all these settings. Let's look at some photos. So we're going to get it lined up here. I can go through my pro settings, take a nice JPEG photo, and then I always shoot in JPEG and RAW. This will allow you then to color grade or add presets on, like my drone presets. And then we've also got 48 megapixel photos. So this allows you then, if you wish, you can crop into that photo. So this now is a 3x crop in, and this now is a 5x crop, and it still looks all right, doesn't it? So 48 megapixel photos is there as well. And we've also got Pano, which takes decent results. So everything has been working great. I just can't see the issues at all. If you've been having issues with the controller, you can delete the cache on both this controller and the old controller. Everything's working awesome, guys. I'm using a filter today by Freewell, an ND32 and a 64, and like a true hero, I can use that also as a landing pad, the filter case. Let's move on to the next section, Hyperlapse. Hyperlapse is a lot of fun, isn't it? You can use this day or night. Doing a full video on this, but let's just check this out, how this performs. I was even able to prop the controller up on some grass just while I was doing that hyperlapse, but I was still able to see everything on that screen in bright conditions. This controller, I think, is the best controller we've had for this price point for ages now. Sure, you've got the RC Pro, which is going to give you 300 nits more brightness and a few extra things, but this controller is so small and convenient. Let's look at the obstacle avoidance. We can see there it just went over that building fine, and in 4K 25 into normal mode now, straight over as well. We can continue going, and the obstacle avoidance works great. Straight into these in normal mode, and you can see it just swerves around these effortlessly, going past them. We can also go backwards as well. This has rear sensors on the back, and I'm just going to go full hog going back, and you can see the drone is detecting those obstacles and just going over the obstruction and then just coming back to me. It works great, doesn't it? And this is a pretty cool building. Again, another photo there. Look at Master Shots now. Master Shots is a good tool to use. I've mentioned this before. I take all the clips it generates for you and make my own edits out of it. But Master Shots on here on the RC controller no problems at all. If you've got the extra batteries, use it. So that was done just by taking the clips it generates for you and just cutting them down. Brilliant. So decently like, let's look at that now in 4K 60. Let's get over to this BMX area here and we're just going to take a bit of video and see how this turns out in the D-Cinelike color profile. Make sure when using 4K 60 D-Cinelike you've got some good SD cards as well, because your storage will fill up fast. The one I use is in the description down below. And just flying back now into sports mode, testing sports mode on this controller as well, and it does brilliantly, guys. So in bright conditions, fairly hot weather, we're testing all the different features. I've had no signal dropouts, I've had no blackouts of the screen, I've had no crashes, I've had nothing at all. And this isn't just today, I've not had any of these problems at all since the whole time I've been having this drone. So I don't want you guys to be worried or put off about this drone and the controller. From my experience and giving you guys an honest opinion, this drone, the Mini 3 Pro and the RC is the best package that you can go and pick up. We've got nice weather, we've got people going on holiday now. This is the drone you want to take with you. It was a drone I took with me to Mallorca. I wouldn't have wanted to take any other drone because that did the job and it was brilliant. So if you're having problems with your controller, go and maybe reset it, go and delete your cache. But majority of people I've been speaking to, the high majority, haven't had any issues at all with their controller. It seems to be a really small percentage. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I wouldn't have been able to make this video or any of probably the other 20 or 30 videos on the DJI Mini 3 if there was issues with this controller. So I hope this kind of puts your mind at rest, and don't worry, don't be put off. This drone is awesome. The controller is awesome. It's more than we expected. It's more than we possibly could need. So have a fantastic day. If you've not got your drone yet, make sure you go and buy it. Don't be put off by any things you may read or hear about this controller and the drone. This drone is awesome. See you later.